So earlier today, I put a post on my Instagram and on my Facebook pertaining to the situation that's going on down in Baltimore right now. And it sparked conversation. Everybody chimed in on it. There was a lot of people that agreed with me, some people who disagreed with me, some people who were somewhere in the middle. Some people was like, motherfucker, you don't know what you're talking about, kill yourself, you know what I'm saying? The usual shit. But I'm going to read what I posted. And if you want to read what some of the other people said, you can go to my Instagram or to my Facebook. The links are in the underneath a bar if you want to read that, but I'm just going to read my post. So I'm going to paraphrase too. So what I said was this. Stop praying for Baltimore and start doing for Baltimore. Baltimore doesn't need your prayers. It needs your actions. The people of Baltimore are fed up, and Freddie Gray's murder, was the straw that broke the camel's back. And girl, the second I said stop praying, girl, people stop listening, bitch. People stop. Because see, girl, my people, girl, when I say my people, I'm talking about my people, girl. My people love them some Jesus and they love them some prayer. So the second you say stop praying, bitch, they stop listening. They cannot wrap their brains around it. They can't go no further than right here, girl. They can't. Bitch, I'm here. I'm just looking over the fence. I don't understand you, bitch. So let me change the way I said it so that more people can understand and hopefully relate to it, and we don't get stuck at me saying stop praying. So I'll rephrase it. Prayer alone is not what Baltimore needs. It also needs your actions. How about that? Prayer alone is not going to fix the situation. Prayer alone is not going to help us understand what is happening in Baltimore right now without the action. So I was in Baltimore about 2 years ago, right? It was about 2 years ago. It was 2013, I think it was, right? And I went down there, saw your guys' harbor. The harbor was fucking gorgeous. I saw your little shopping area. It was cute as fuck. But one thing I do, anytime I go to any new area, I always got to see the hood. I don't give a fuck where I'm going. I got to see the hood. When I went to D.C., I made sure I went to the fucking hood. When I went to Memphis, I made sure I went to the hood. When I was in Baltimore, I went into the motherfucking hood. I don't necessarily get out the goddamn car, bitch. I keep the door locked, and I'm going to drive through your motherfucking hood and just be like, okay, so this the hood. All right, shit. But I went to the fucking hood in Baltimore. And I'm going to tell you exactly where I was. I used to be a big fan of HBO's The Corner. So I went there, right? Mind you, The Corner was shot in the year 2000. I went there in the year 2013. So 13 years later, I went to The Corner, right? The shit looked exactly the fucking same. Like, there were no changes. The neighborhood looked exactly the same fucking way as it did when they shot The fucking Corner. And I think The Corner was taking place in the 90s or some shit like that. I think it was taking place in the 90s, but it was shot in the year 2000. I'm not sure. I gotta fucking Wikipedia this shit, girl. But anyway, the shit looked exactly the fucking same. And it just shocked me. It just shocked that there was no change at all to the neighborhood. And as I was going through the hood, they had all these fucking buildings with X's on them. All these buildings with red X's. Like, sometimes it would be like a whole block just full of red fucking X's. And I forgot what that shit means. But if you know what it means, put it in the underneath a bar so that we can further discuss that shit. Freddie Gray's death is not the only thing that sparked people to riot in Baltimore. And notice I said people to riot in Baltimore, okay? So unlike how the media is trying to portray it by showing only black faces doing the rioting, it's not only us doing it, okay? I don't give a damn how hard you pull the strings on your hoodie to hide your face. I see you. For a community to tear itself apart from the inside, just tear itself apart, then the problem has been there. The problem has been there for a community to tear itself apart. That pot has been boiling and finally boiled over. How many more communities out there are at that boiling point? How many more? We've already seen Ferguson boil over, and now we're watching Baltimore boil over. How many more communities are at that point? I got a few messages back from my post with people saying things like, Brian, don't be confused by these foolish people out here committing these criminal acts. They just thugs. They just niggas. And we gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop passing judgment or just immediately giving an answer without even asking a question. We just give the answer, or we just right off the bat pass judgment. And when you do that, you're met with closed minds, closed hearts, and argument, and you don't get anywhere. You gotta ask the question. Because when you ask a question, why is it happening? Why are these people out here looting? Why do these kids think they can do that? Why do these people think they can go out here and do it? When you ask the question, it sparks conversation, which then in turn may give you understanding where you can work toward a solution to solve the fucking problem. When you ask a question. Maya Angelou has a quote that pertains to this situation. I'm gonna do my best to try to quote her, but y'all know I be fucking shit up, bro. I'm gonna try not to fuck it up, bitch. But Maya Angelou says, because I am human. I really want to do a Maya Angelou impersonation, but I'm really bad at Maya Angelou impersonations, girl. Like, I'm horrible at it, girl. I'm not in the mood to embarrass myself. But anyway, she says, because I am a human being, anything human cannot be alien to me. Which means, because I'm a human, I can't look at these looters and act like I don't understand. I don't know why they doing it. I don't know how they do out here doing that shit. Because I'm human, I'm capable of doing what they're doing. And if I'm capable of doing it, that means I'm capable of understanding it. I can put myself in their shoes. I choose not to, but I'm capable of doing it. It's food for thought, girl. Just put it in there and digest it. The relationship between the community and police officers has been lost and tarnished. The same officers that we should be able to trust, the same officers that are there to protect and keep the peace, are killing us. And we need to find out why that's happening. We need to ask those questions. We need to take that action. We need to spark that conversation to get that understanding so that we can find out the solution to stop the problem. Because if we don't do those things, then the cycle will just continue until you break that cycle and find out what the cause is and make consequences for people's actions. When you take a fucking life, the cycle will continue. How many people we got in jail for a bag of weed? And how many officers we got off duty with paid vacation because they committed murders? Double snap up and go.